An elevator pitch is a brief 30-second way of introducing yourself, getting across a key point or two, and making a connection with someone. A brand position statement should have that same energy. People need to leave that experience knowing these 5 things about you. Number 1, who are you? Translation, what's your name? Number 2, what do you do? Translation, what's your title? Number 3, who do you serve? Translation, what's your audience? Number 4, what do you help them to do? Translation, what problem do you solve? And number 5, how do you solve it? Translation, give them your simple solution description. Want to establish yourself as an expert with content? Develop a brand position statement with these 5 points, committed to memory, and share it as often as you possibly can. I'm Kirk Nugent, your live video coach. And in this series, we've shared 6 tips to position yourself as an expert with content. Today, for the final video of the series, we're looking at tip number 6, structuring your brand position statement. There's 5 points here, so we're gonna dive right in. The first one is, who are you, right? People need to walk away knowing who you are. And sometimes that name is just your name. Hey, I'm Kirk, right? But for me, I wanted to incorporate some of what the community shared with me. So I said, the Geek Speaker Preacher. So you wanna share with people who you are. What's your name? And maybe your lived experiences inform a different way of saying that. I know we've got a community member who says G. Albert, and that's because his grandkids call him G. Albert. And so for him, he may call himself G. Albert. Again, that infuses in your content a personal aspect of yourself that your audience can resonate with, that the people who you're talking to can resonate with. Who are you? That's the first piece of your brand position statement. The second piece of your brand position statement is, what do you do? All right, what's your title? You want to search for something that's industry recognizable.
Right, I recognize that.
Go to LinkedIn, take a look at some of the titles that are there. Don't just pick something out of the air, not knowing if that's actually a thing. I remember when I was trying to figure out, like, is remote producer a thing? And then I found Stephanie Garcia, and she was using the title remote producer, and I was like, okay, cool. I remember looking up live video strategist, live video coach, and trying to figure out, is this even a thing? Will people resonate with it? Will people understand what it is? As new industries emerge and new skill sets come on the horizon in this ever-changing world, we will have to sometimes pioneer a title.
Now we get a chance to be real pioneers.
But you don't want to just pioneer one for the sake of pioneering one. Go and look for industry recognized terms on LinkedIn that you can use as your title. That's number 2. Number 3, who do you serve? Audience select terms to clearly define your avatar. Who's your perfect person? Who is the ideal customer?
You gotta know your audience, son.
Who does your solution best resonate with? We do a lot of searching for this, and we don't recognize that our best customers can be defined by who we are.
Wait, what did you say?
My wife and I have a new show called The Incubator's Couch, and we were talking to business owners and entrepreneurs about the struggles of being in business. And we realized that our target audience, even for our business, is people like us. We want to work with business owners and entrepreneurs and solopreneurs who are in this game trying to make it happen for themselves. Your audience sometimes can be defined as you. And you want to list out those attributes, not in your brand statement, but you want to list those out for yourself and find a really quick and unique way of saying who your audience is. You want to be able to identify them. The person that you're talking to in that elevator may not be your ideal client, but they may have your ideal client in their Rolodex. They may serve your ideal client as well. And you want to make sure that they walk away understanding that you serve them. So that's number 3. Who do you serve? Number 4, how do you help? Solutions, solutions, solutions. You want everyone to know what to come to you for.
I got it.
What problem you unequivocally solve.
Maybe I can fix it for you.
There's a method to the madness in terms of whittling that thing down so that you can get it into some very simple terms. What is the solution you provide? What is the solution you provide? I'm gonna share with you my brand statement before we close out this video, so stay tuned for that. You wanna share with them, what is the solution you provide? Number 5, how do you do it? This is the most difficult. This is the solution description, but it's got to be simple. You want to keep working on distilling it down to as few words as possible.
With poise, elegance, and above all, conviction.
This is not a something you write and you set it in stone and you forget it. I have been tweaking my brand position statement for the past 3-4 years since I've been in this whole content creator game. It's okay. As you tweak, people will hear it and they'll say, yeah, that actually fits him better. That actually fits her better, because you're crowdsourcing your information. Even as people call you things like, man, you're my instructor. Man, Kirk, you're my coach. I was like, oh, I'm your coach. All right. I'm gonna infuse that into what I say to others, because if it helps that person understand, chances are it will help somebody else understand as well. Your brand positioning statement is a living document and you should be tweaking it. I want to put this on the screen here right next to me. We're going to try and, keep this thing together. So here is the template. Here's a sample template that we want to make sure everyone walks away with. So you start by saying, I'm insert name here, right? And I help, teach, train, whatever adjective you want to use there, target audience, right? So I'm Kirk Nugent and I empower small businesses and entrepreneurs, right? That's the target audience. 2, right? And then this next section, you want to solve the problem through, and the next section is simple solution description. So I'm insert name here, and I help, teach, train, empower target audience. 2, solve problem. You want to put the solution to the problem there. And then you want to say through simple solution description. We have all that on the side here, and we'll make sure that that's actually in the description of the video as well, so that you can grab that and insert the pieces that you need. Now, here's my example. Here's my example of me saying this phrase with my own things added. I'm Kirk Nugent, and I empower businesses, ministries, and entrepreneurs to gain discoverability and authority by leveraging the power of live video to grow and engage an audience, funnel clients to their businesses, and establish themselves as a thought leader in their niche. That's me. That's my brand position statement. What's yours? What a series we've experienced. To establish yourself as an expert with content, you need to ensure your audience knows they're in the right place. You're the right one.
We came to see you.
They need to know that you have the right solution and you have the right systems. They need to know that you've been a guest on the right platforms, and your brand position statement reinforces all of the above every single time you hit record or go live. If you like this series, let us know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe so you're notified when our next series is available. Live show planning A to Z. Learn more live video tips, tricks, and best practices from these videos.